What's good, crew? It's Rubber Captain coming back at you with another video. And today, we got an interesting video for y'all boys. As y'all can tell by the title and the thumbnail, man, we got an interesting video for y'all boys. Look, I was gonna drop my the finals of our store treasure cup today, and I was just getting me some video some video footage for my koala deck that we testing out right now, man, for OP13. Koala's actually pretty decent in the meta. You know, hey, and we ran into an interesting character during the video, man. But since I am having to post that today, to show y'all what the hell I just ran into, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all see the full deck breakdown, and as well we're gonna show some more gameplay of some actual people who are not cheating. So yeah. Before we get into that, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who watches, likes, comments, subscribe. I really appreciate all the support we've been getting, man. We're growing at 2,000 subs. We will do a face reveal, and we might just start doing face videos, for the just have our face, sort of like VV theory type videos. Might just keep our face on that, man, once we do the reveal. But yeah, 2,000 subs, we're gonna do the reveal. So if you want to see that, hey, you want to see what the captain look like, go ahead and hit that sub button for your boy. But hey, also huge shout out to the members. We do got a new member, man. We do got a new member. Let me go ahead and pull him up. Hey, shout out the boy, you know what I'm saying, Achilles, our new member, man. Shout out the boy Achilles, man, our new member. Hey, not only did he walked the plank crew, you know what I'm saying, barefoot, butt ass naked, with a meat chain hanging around his neck, and dove in the ocean full of, vicious sharks, man. Y'all know what I say. He dove in there, and what happened, crew? He came out untouched because he is an official captain of the Rubber Captains crew, man. Official captain. Hey, I really appreciate you for joining, homie. Speaking of which, y'all make sure y'all check out his channel, man. I'll have a link down below, man. He's a great content creator too. He does case openings, whatever you want to see. And he also is a fellow RP Luffy enjoyer. So yeah, make sure y'all check out the channel, man. Appreciate that, man. Now, let's stop keeping y'all waiting, man. Let's get into this deck profile, because I know y'all came to see the cheater, man. Y'all came to see the cheater, but I gotta show y'all the other games too, man. I can't just show y'all the cheater, bro. Yeah, we got our leader here. If you don't know what the leader does, when this leader attacks your opponent's leader, if you have 2 or more characters with a cost of 8 or more, you get to draw a card. So, we got 2 8-cost characters, we get to draw a card. Sounds, terrible, but we do got, ways around that effect. Also, once per turn, when your opponent plays a character with an original cost of 8 or more, or when your opponent plays a character through an effect of a character, you may activate this effect. Your opponent adds a top life card to their hand. So if your opponent plays an 8 cost or higher, they take a life. If your opponent cheats out another character with a character, they have to take a life. So yeah, great leader effect all around. A lot of people thought this was gonna be busted when it first came out, but I think it still was like semi unfigured out. So yeah, that's probably the reason why. But yeah, let's go on through the list. We got 4 of the Searcher Koalas here. You get to look at the top 3. Add a Revolutionary Army type card other than Koala. Trash the rest. Great card for filling up our trash. The whole idea is to fill up our trash, and we go from there. Next, we got 3 Ivankovs. Again, this is for our going first curve. Something to help us fill out the trash. It's a blocker on top of that, so playing this on 3 is not terrible as well. Next, we got 4 Hacks. Hack is a blocker. Not only that, on KO you get to KO one of your opponent's characters with 4 costs or less. Still a great card even in 13. You can get rid of Marcos with this. You can get rid of the Zoros that restand. Pretty much just a all around great card, and it's plus 4 costs, so it does help you with leader effect as well. Next, we're running 4 of the 5 cost Sabos. Great card to help us cycle and get cards in trash that we need in trash for our dragon plays. Also, making your characters where they can't be KO'd comes up in the Emu matchup. So yeah, great card all around. Next, our MVP of the deck, believe it or not, is Nico Robin. Now Nico Robin goes crazy this format. A lot of leaders are just drawing, insane amounts of cards. So being able to play Nico Robin out, establish a blocker, a 6 cost 7K blocker at that, make your opponent trash 2 cards from hand, just puts an insane amount of pressure on your opponent while you're swinging that turn. You just get a lot of cards out of their hand, or they have to take a life. So great card all around. This is our MVP card right here. This is the card you want to see in pretty much almost every matchup besides Zoro. Even Zoro is still good though, but yeah. That's running 4 of the 6 cost 7K Sabos. This is a blocker. This is great in those matchups where you got those 6K leaders or even 7K leaders, being able to play this out on 6. Put a Don on, being able to swing 6 still apply pressure. All around still a good card. And you get to add that Don every turn. So yeah, great card all around. Another dragon target as well. Then we're running 4 of these 6 cost 6K 2K counter Sabos. Great card. If you have 15 or more cards in your trash, you get to give this card minus 3 cost. So the 3 cost 6K blocker, you can't ask for more. You know what I'm saying? Great card all around. Next we're running 4 of the dragons. It's another key piece to our our combo essentially for the deck. Dragon gets to place 3 Revolutionary Army type cards from your trash on the bottom of your deck in any order. Then if your leader's Revolutionary Army, which ours is, you get to play 1 character with a cost 6 or less. So you get to play the Nico Robin, you get to play the 6 cost Sabo, you get to play any of your Sabos. Just a great card all around. You can play hack off this, anything. Next we're running 4 2K counter Bartholomew Kumas. Only reason we're running Kuma really is just because it has a good trigger. It's a 2K, but besides the 2K, it's got a trigger to play itself if you and your opponent's total life cards is 5 or less. So just another card that can help apply pressure in certain situations, certain matchups. Next we're running 2 of the 5 cost 6K Sabos. Your boy said Cabo. Sabos. If you have 3 or less life cards, this character gains blocker plus 3 costs. On play, you may add the top card of your life to your hand, draw 2 cards, trash 1 card from your hand. So essentially this is it's a cycler, it's a blocker. It also gets to draw you essentially 3 cards, trash 1, because you get to take a life, and you can take a life to do the effect. So you get to essentially cycle through 3 cards, get something in trash you want to get in trash for your dragon play next turn or the turn at 2 turns later, whatever. Great card. That's running 4 Kumas. Kuma's still good in this deck. Gaining life is still decent. But majority of the time we're going for Nico Robin over Kuma. Kuma's just for them emergency turns. We want to gain life and survive a little bit longer before we go for the kill shot on our opponent. But all in all, a great card. Next we're running 4 of the Captains of Symbols. This is a top 3 searcher for a Revolutionary Army type card. And it also helps you fill up the trash as well because you trash the remaining cards. So great card. Next we're running 2 Waxing Fist. I would run this card at 4, but we're taking another card for the Zoro matchup specifically because Zoro is still running around in 13, so I think having another card is important for that matchup, or a counter for that matchup is important. So yeah, 2 Waxing Fists right now. Basically a Gum Giant without the draw for our leader, as long as we have an 8 cost or more character on board, which majority of the time we do. Then we're running 3 Black Spirals. This is for our Zoro matchup, but it is decent in other matchups as well, just getting out of a big swing or protecting your board, whatever, etc. But yeah, this is a deck profile. I don't want to go through it too heavy. I am still working with the deck, but this is what I've been playing with so far, and this is what you'll see in the gameplay. So without further ado, crew, let's get into these matches. But before we do, y'all know what I say, man. Hey, bro, drop that beat. Alright, crew, so first matchup here, we got a red-black Sabo. Let's get into it. So opening hand, I'm mainly looking for searchers, and Nico Robin. That's what I like to see. But searchers and dragons, you know, not bad neither. Unfortunately, we can't grab the searcher off the searcher in this deck, so yeah, that kind of sucks. But our hand is terrible right now, so I'm gonna show you how to play with a terrible hand. I believe we did. I can't remember if we mulliganed in this hand or not. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we just kept a terrible hand. Sometimes I do that just to test real life scenarios because you're not always gonna see what you need to see. And I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player, so I'm used to playing with shit hands. It is what it is. But yeah, I like playing with bad hands sometimes just to see what we can do. So yeah, our Sabo opponent though has opened 3 searchers, so he's getting to see everything he wants to see. So yeah, there's that. See, we don't have a 4-down play here, so it's probably just gonna be strap up. Strap up. Yep, strap up and then swing it in face. Swing 9 in the face. He was gonna take it no matter what. Arguably, we could have left 1 down open just so we had another free 2K counter with the 1 cost event, but I like to save it for later turns if possible. Sometimes I will use it early. Just depends on the deck I'm going against. But with this deck, you do kind of want to fill up trash as well. And right now we only have 2 Revo targets in trash, so we probably will try to counter out of this next attack if he does attack us. If he doesn't, unfortunate, but our next line of play is more than likely going to be either black Sabo to fill up our trash or yellow Sabo to get more cards in hand and still fill up trash. He's playing out a hack here, so he's not going to be able to swing, which is unfortunate. He did do another search as well, so yeah, we're going to play yellow Sabo here. We're just going to put us a good target in trash for the dragon. And we're going to swing 6 in the 4 here. He's probably going to take just so he can, get his leader active. We got a lot of events in hand though, which is kind of crazy. Let's see what he does here. We do need some more Revo targets in trash though, because right now we only have exactly 3. So I might counter out weird just to get them cards in trash. We got events to fall back on, later in the game, so we're not really worried about taking life if we got to, for the moment. But we are going to counter out just specifically to get Revo cards in trash. That's the only bad thing about Dragon if you don't open up a couple searchers, is that you don't get enough cards in trash to really utilize Dragon. But usually in them scenarios, if I got a 6 cost, I'll play a 6 cost over Dragon, in those certain scenarios. But yeah, we're going to give him 1K here, and hopefully he swings the hack. He doesn't swing the hack, so kind of sucks. But we do got enough targets exactly to play, to shuffle back the hack and the 2 events, and then play out a Sabo to do some more cycling. And then here, we'll just get rid of these 2 black spirals because they're not really relevant in this matchup. We'll swing 5 to draw a card. There goes our Nico Robin. She can come in handy in the future. And we'll probably swing 6 with our other blocker as well, just to keep pressure on our opponent. He did play out a bunch of blockers early on, which lets you know how much cards he's got in trash, because he played them 2 blockers out for a 6 cost, or a 6 dime. He's giving us the hack here, but he can't KO anything. Even if he could KO something, he still wouldn't be able to KO it because Sabo protects your board. And now we'll probably just counter out aggressively in case we want to do another dragon. See what he does here. He's playing his own dragon now. What is he playing off dragon? Okay, he's playing the 6 cost off the dragon. Now he has to take a life per leader effect, because not only did he play an 8 cost, but he cheated out a character. So either way he would have to take a life, regardless if it was 8 cost or not. So that's good for us. We got a lot of cards in hand and our opponent doesn't, so we're probably gonna focus his board if he turns anything sideways for us. So leader effect's active. Let's see what he does. Where you gonna swing? Where you gonna swing? Alright, he's swinging to one of his blocker sabos. 7 into 5. We're just gonna turn one of our blockers sideways. Our only blocker that we got standing sideways. Give him a 2K, just get out of that. And we took that, but I wouldn't have mind countering out of that one too. I guess we want to focus on protecting board. He's not going for board, which is a mistake in my opinion, because if you don't battle for board, you pretty much gonna lose regardless. But it is what it is. We're playing some searcher cards, trying to get some more targets in trash. I think here we just grab a searcher koala. Probably play out another one. There's no need to play out dragon this turn. I think we're gonna go to board first though, before we let him know what we're gonna do. I think we should probably blind swing or put one on swing 6 with lead, but we're gonna swing 5 it looks like. No, put one on swing 6. No need to play dragon. Okay, we're gonna swing 8. We got different things in mind. We're just pressuring, huh? Filling up our trash. Are we gonna do another searcher here? Another search, grab a 2K. Now our trash is filled up decent. Put one on, swing 7 into 7. Battling for this board right now, getting these cards from hand. Nice. Then put one on, swing another 7 into 7, and then just leave 2 open down up for our events. Then our board will pretty much be protected. He'll go down to 1 card if he would have countered out, but he didn't counter out, he let it go. So he's only got 3 cards in hand now to work with. He does got the Rebel Army event to search. Well, we're not too worried about that because all we have to do is protect our board for another turn, and then his board's getting wiped. And if he gets 5 cards in hand, then you know Nico Robbins gonna hit different. He's playing a Stussy out, and see what he does here. He's Stussy. Okay, so he Stussy KO'd the Stussy. I guess he was trying to get around my leader effect, but it doesn't work like that. So he didn't misplay. He did misplay, but he wasn't. He was testing something. Let's just say that. I guess he tried to clear the Stussy out. I mean, in Yu-Gi-Oh that would have worked, but in One Piece it doesn't work that way. But yeah. He tried to KO his Stussy to basically say like, oh, he didn't play out at 9 cost. Maybe he wouldn't have to take a life, but he did. He did have to take a life anyways, so it worked out good for us. So he swings 9 or 10 with his dragon. We're gonna give him a 1 cost event and then counter out aggressively with that. He's turning his blocker sideways, which is a mistake in my opinion, but it is what it is. He's swinging everything in the face, and then he just quits there, which makes sense because he was about to lose. What do you have in hand? He's got 1 life. We got, you know, we got enough attacks to kill him there. Yeah, he had no counter in hand, so yeah, he was cooked. Either way, so yeah. That's the red-black Sabo matchup, man. The Stussy play, if he would have got rid of his searcher instead and took that life, he might have been in a better position. But I understand what he was trying to do, so you know, just know in the future it doesn't work like that, my guy. Yeah, let's get on to the next match, crew. Alright, so next we got an Emu matchup. I did have like 2 more Emu matchups. I don't know where the footage is at. Like, I just don't know. Maybe it was on like another. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm testing, I'll be testing like different decks on footage, so I have to like search through the footage to find specific matchups. I gotta stop doing that because it messes me up really. Yeah, we like to go second with this deck for sure though, and we definitely like to take second away from Emu regardless. But yeah, it works out in our favor if we do that. But we did get a Nico Robin in trash for later, you know, to use with our dragon. Drawing cards here. We took a life and we got the captain's symbol, which is gonna let us draw. We find us a dragon. Now we're gonna play out a koala, do another search. Wanna grab us the event, trash and Akuma. And we're gonna swing 7 at Emu here, trying to get him down a life. See if he wants to counter out. Usually they'll counter out aggressively, so yeah, it makes sense. They try to keep their life healthy as possible. The great thing about our leader effect, if when he does drop 10 costs, he will have to take a life for that. So, you know, that benefits us as well. Our goal is going to be to get him down to that, for sure. So here we're on 6 Don. We're going to go ahead and play out our Sabo here, give our leader a rested Don, swing 6 at him here. We get a 2k out of hand, that's nice. Now we got a 8 cost 7k blocker. Only way you can get rid of this is with the World's Equilibrium, but I think most emu lists are only playing 2, and we already seen 1. So yeah, he's swinging 5 here. I think we should just counter out of this. No need to take it. Just set up trash, more trash for dragon for sure. Where we at? He's swinging another 5. We should just block this. No need. See what he plays out. Plays out a Mars and passes just to establish a blocker. I get it. Okay, now our opponent's got 5 cards in hand, and this is time to do the Nico. A lot of times when I'm shuffling back with the dragon, I try to get searchers, 2Ks. Discards is going to help me dig even more through my deck. We play out the Nico Robin off the dragon, trash another brick from hand in the 6 cost Cabo. Sabo, I don't know if I said Cabo, but yeah, then we still get to attach a Don to our leader with the Sabo after we make him trash 2 cards. We're gonna go 7 into his Saturn here. If he saves it, he saves it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But we want to swing our koala into leader just so we can draw cards. We kind of want to benefit off that leader effect as much as possible, so I think it's important to swing your koala into leader majority of the time. That's the only reason we didn't swing the 6 first, because you know the 6 going into leader. We still could have swung the 6 first. It wouldn't have mattered, I don't think. Because if he would have blocked, then you know 7 and a 5, you know, still would have benefited. But I think he's probably gonna let this go, thinking, well, if he does block to save it, that we can just swing 6 into it. Maybe he doesn't have the counter to save it anyway. And he just quits there. So yeah, he just quits there. I think he quit a little too early. Yeah, he could have protected his life, but look what he was on the top deck. He was on the top deck of Jupiter. So if he would have saved the Saturn here, and then just went to the next turn, or saved the Saturn, even took a life if he wanted to, went to the next turn, was he on 3, 6, 7, he would have been on 9 dime. He could have played the Workery out for 4. He could have went ahead and played the Jupiter out for 4, for 3 Don, and played the Workery out for 4. Still had 2 open Don to do whatever with. Swung 7, 7, 5, 7, 7, or 7, 7, 7. You know, however he wanted to swing. Left his blocker up if he wanted to leave his blocker up instead. You know, still swung 2 7s. And then been straight for his 10 Don turn. Granted, he would have had to take a life then, and we would have put a lot of pressure in this next turn. But he definitely left early. Man. I wish I could have got the full match for y'all. Let's get on to the next game, crew. Alright, crew. So here goes a Roger. And we actually choose to go first. We're taking first away from Roger. Going first curve, we're looking for searchers and 5 costs. Possibly 3 costs if you find your 3 costs, but mainly searcher, 5 costs. Either 5 costs black Sabo, 5 costs yellow Sabo. You know, they one and the same, you know what I mean? Yeah, we get a little search off there. I'm gonna do us another search here. Only thing we can draw is the hack. We put 2 on, swing 7 in. He takes. Thing about Roger is if you can get them down low, once they start dropping their big bodies, then they're gonna have to take a life every time they drop a big body. So it's like you're on a clock at that point. It's kind of like them playing Newgate. It's kind of like they're playing Newgate at that point. So yeah, it gets to that. It gets to that point. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna count out aggressively out of that attack, just because we want to play our Sabo out and take a life anyways on our own. And we're gonna trash the 6 cost Sabo there. Next turn we will be on 7 Don, so it'll probably be a Nico Robin play, just to make him trash cards from hand and then swing in before he gets to 10 Don. Now if he has 2 Douglas bullets, I think he can get to 10. But he plays to go the Scopper Gabon. See what he does here. If he swings 6, we can just block, counter 1K. Give him the Ivankov there. Then next, we're on 6 Don. We're gonna play a Searcher out actually. Then we're gonna play Nico Robin out, trashing Dekuma. Make him trash 2 cards from hand. We're probably gonna swing 5-6 here just before his turn. Just try to get some more life out. Swing 5. He has to give us a counter. That's 3 cards from hand just from the Nico Robin in the swing. Then we're gonna swing 6 here. Do you want to give us another card from hand? Okay, he takes a life. He's down to 2 life. So now if he plays a big body, he's gonna be down to 1 life, and you know it's already like dangerous for him at that point. Swinging 7 and a 6 here. I think we just give him a 2K and force him to swing into it again. He swings 8 into it. We can let it go now. Next turn we will be on 9 Don, so we can do Dragon into, you know, whatever. Could have went Dragon into Nico Robin again. We could have blocked with a Nico Robin. I think we might do that anyways though, just depends. Let's see what he plays out. Probably gonna be a Silver Israeli here. Yep, now he's gotta take a life. Takes a life, nice. We got another Robin in trash though, that's the question, because I do not remember. See what he swings here. Drawing a Scopper Gabon off the Shank Searcher. Let's see. Swings 9 in. Yep, we block with the Nico Robin because we're going to force him to get cards out of hand. We're going to play our Dragon here. Shuffle back some 2Ks and a 1K. Play out Nico Robin again. We're going to trash the Searcher event more than likely. Trash the Searcher event. Yep. Force him to trash cards from hand. Gives us a 0 cost there. We're gonna swing with leader. Gives us a 0 cost and a Shanks. So that's good. So now we've got him in a point where we established 2 big bodies, right? If he plays a 10 drop right here, then he has to go down to 0 life. He does got 7 cards in hand. He is a 7K leader, granted. But he just made our game a whole lot easier. And all we gotta do is get out of one of these attacks, and we can take the next 2, go down to 0, and then we can just split and go for game this next turn. So it's risky to split and go for game early, but we know Roger plays Roger, so we're gonna give him a little 9 poke here, see what he does. He gives us a 2K and a 1K. We're just gonna put the rest on Nico Robin and swing 14 into 7. He's got 5 cards. Got 1 2K, 2 2K, 3 2K. Man, if he would have had 4 2Ks, that would have been terrible, crew. That'd been terrible. Let's get on to the next game though, crew. Alright, crew. We got an ace here. Trying to find all the meta matchups for y'all. I do got like 3 more Ace matches and like 3 more Roger matches as well, and then 2 more Emo matches. I don't know where they're at, but I do got them. I remember recording them. I just don't know where they're at. All these other ones are just on the same video, so on the same recording, so it's easier to find. Yeah, I think this was a pretty good Ace matchup, so I wanted to show y'all. And he's getting to go second, so he's getting to go on his curve. We did get the Ivankov going first. The rest of our hand is literally straight bricks. Like a terrible hand, you know, especially against a 6K leader. And we get another brick from life, essentially. Like, yeah, it can be used as counter, which we probably will end up using it as counter because we don't got anything to really play. I mean, we don't really got anything to play, and it could have been argued there to take the hack and play the hack out just to have a blocker on board. But you know, it is what it is. We do got a blocker already. We just ain't used them yet. And the fact that he's strapped 4-Don on lets us know that he doesn't probably have Marco, so that's another good thing too. But we're behind already. We get put in here, which feels even worse. We do got the 6 called Sabo now as well. We are on 7-Don, so we can play this searcher event out. I think just grab another searcher there at that point, but we're gonna play the Kuma out. Not bad. And we'd probably just pass there. We ain't got nothing else we really can do. Just staying healthy at the moment. He is on 8-Don. He's playing the event out. Draws 2 cards. Let's see where he's probably just gonna put the Don on Puddin in his leader. He does have to take a life here. And we're low on counter crew, so we're gonna have to take both of these. We get a Kuma trigger. I think establishing the body is good just to help us get rid of this Puddin. You know, we're not really worried about his Newgate. Of course, we can't get rid of that, so we're not running Stussy in this version. You probably could fit Stussy in here, but we're not running it in this version. I've been having decent success with this version. I think the Ace matchup, I don't think I've lost a match yet. The Roger matchup, I don't think I've lost a match. I don't think I've lost a match against any of the top 3. I haven't played Zoro yet, so that one could be interesting. I do got to play Zoro. We're gonna start off with a 5 here into the Puddin, see if he wants to protect it. Alright, then we're gonna put 1 on Koala, swing 6. We don't get to draw a card, unfortunately, because, you know, we don't have 2 8 costs on board. Because Kuma loses his effect after 1 turn. And this swing 7, he's gonna get free block. We'll leave 2-Don up for this black spiral. Now, we got our opponent down to 1 life. He's in a situation where if he plays a big body, he goes down to 0 life. He knows this, so he's going to try to play around it. He's going to play a Yamato and a Marco. Not a bad call at all. Might try to force him to turn his Newgate sideways. Swinging 8 in a life. I think we just go ahead and use this black spiral. No need to not use it. He turns his Newgate sideways, you know, good for us. We're just gonna play a Kuma out here. Trash a card, gain a life, put 1 on. Swing 6. Put 1 on, swing 6. and we'll probably put one on Kumas. Matter of fact, we probably won't even swing Kuma. Oh, we are swinging Kuma. Put one on swing 8, and then put one on Nico Robin, swing 8. Force him to go for game next turn. So, yeah, the idea is if he took that and then played Go D Roger next turn, we only got to get out of 1 attack because we do got 3 life now because of Kuma. And that's literally just 2 1Ks. I mean, we don't have any 2Ks, but we got 2 1Ks we could get rid of. Get out of 1 attack, and then he just loses. He's playing another big body here. I think our opponent does misplay here because in this situation, you know you're going to have to take the life or leader effect, so you might as well take the life off of the 8 cost event just to buff your leader plus 2K. So I guess our opponent hasn't played against many koalas, which makes sense. That's probably why he didn't do that. But yeah, he's gonna have to take the life regardless. So at that point, you should have just went ahead and, you know, did what you're supposed to do. See what he goes for here. He's still going face 2. You definitely got to get. You definitely got to get something off his board. Like, I get it. The thing about aces, they get to a point where they got such a huge hand size, they get comfortable. And, you know, think it's just, oh, yeah, you know, we're good. We got a big hand size. But, you can't get too comfortable. We're going to swing 8 with our leader here. I think this might just be 5/8. He only got 2 blockers. Yeah, gave us a 2K and a 1K. Put one on, swing 8. I give us leader effect sometime. Let's see it. Gave us leader effect and a 1K there. Alright. 3 on, swing 8. You got another 2K, 1K. He blocks that one. Put one on, swing 8. If he blocks, we're going all in. And he was bricked up the rest of the way. So yeah, I mean, he had 1K counter, but he wasn't surviving. Yeah, once he blocked that with Newgate, the other 2 on, swing 9. He could have been baiting us there, the block with Newgate for sure. So, always in a situation where we either win this turn or we lose. And you know, when you get in those situations, you got to do what you got to do. So yeah, let's get on to the next match, crew. Alright, crew, so I was continuing my good old time, you know, testing out Koala, and then we ran into this guy right here, a UP Luffy player, right? I'm like, alright. UP Luffy shouldn't be too bad. He plays his big body, he takes a life. We're gonna pressure him early game, try to make him take lives. Use Nico Robin to make him discard cards. You know, we got a plan. We got a plan here. Alright, we are going second. We're gonna play the Ivankov out here. Put one on, swing 6. Not bad, not bad. We don't got a great hand, but we don't got a terrible hand neither, right? He's taking a minute to counter out of this. I'm like, it's just 1K attack. He takes it. Like, that's interesting. Takes a 6K. Thinking to myself, that's interesting. Usually, UP don't take those unless they're extremely bricked up. He uses a God Thread, KOs our Ivankov, swings another 6. We take that life. I think we should just gave him a 2K there. But we didn't. We're gonna play out Nico Robin, make him discard some cards. Get a Bond Clay and something else. Get a Bond Clay and then a Gravity Blade. He plays a Sanji out here trying to blind Sanji, make him take a life. Swings another 6. We just block with our Nico Robin. I'm like, alright, he didn't hit off the Sanji, right? He didn't hit off the Sanji. I'm like, cool. So I was thinking here, I was like, should we go for game? I was like, nah, we'll play it safe. We'll swing 8. We'll play out hack, swing 8, draw a card. Off leader. See what he does here. He goes down to 0. I'm like, alright, bet. We'll put 1 on Nico Robin, swing another 8. One on Nico Robin, swing another 8. Gives me 2 2Ks. I'm like, alright, cool. So now he's getting his leader effect for the first time. This turn here, crew, this is where the shenanigans begin. I never thought I would run into a cheater on the One Piece sim. But this shit here is fucking insane, crew. It's insane. I mean, some would call it diabolical. So I'm sitting here and waiting on him to draw for his turn. I'm like, I wonder if he's gonna find a Sanji. If he does find a Sanji, I'm not really worried about it. Cause if you play a Sanji and you go down to 1 and you only got 1, he reveals a red rock off the draw, right? I'm like, alright, cool. See what he does here, crew. See what he does. Thought about swinging his Sanji. He's like, nah, I don't want to swing. Yeah, I do want to swing. Yeah, let's see. Oh, okay. So 7 and a 9. We've been taking the hits aggressively. We got some counter to get rid of now, right? We're gonna save our Nico Robin because we're thinking in our mind. We're like, we might go for game next turn depending on what he does here. Let's see what he does. He plays a Douglas Bullet for 5 Don. Discards a God Thread. Draws 2. I'm looking at the effect here. It says Don Quixote Rosinante. Draw 2 cards. Discard a card. Now I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on? What the hell is this? I'm like, hold up. I'm gonna counter out of this, and then I'm gonna ask him how the hell he got Rosie's effect on Douglas Bullet. Cause I'm thinking I'm tripping here, crew. Like I'm tripping. Like I'm tripping, right? I done smoked too much or something. Like something going on. Cause on my screen, I see Douglas Bullet. I don't see no fucking Rosinante. That's on my screen. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm typing to him. How'd you use Rosie effect? How'd you use Rosie effect? I'm really curious. At this point in time, I didn't even notice he played the Douglas Bullet out for 5 Don Crew. Like, I didn't even notice that. Because I seen him discard a card and draw 2. And I'm like, how the fuck do you draw 2 cards off Douglas Bullet? When did we get that effect? When the hell did we get that effect, crew? Somebody tell me that. I said it shows Douglas Bullet on my screen. Then he plays a fucking Rosinante out. How many Don was that, crew? How many Don was that? He's got 4 Don. Plays a Rosie out for 1 Don. And I'm like, and he draws 2 cards. It says Otama effect, draw 2 cards. I'm like, bro, this motherfucker's cheating. I was like, oh, okay, this motherfucker's cheating. I was like, this guy is really cheating on the sim. And, you know, I thought maybe I was crazy. Like, I was like, maybe his shit's lagging or something like that. And what I seen wasn't real. Then I swing 6 at him here, right? I want you to pay attention, crew. Pay attention, crew. Because there's cheaters out here on the fucking sim, man. Hey, Batu. Batu, man. Somebody show this shit to Batu. This shit should not be going on. He discards a Thunder Bagua. and gets the Gum Gum Giant effect. I'm looking, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? This card's a Thunderboggle, and I'm like, okay, you're cheating. Yeah, you're cheating. Ah, makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense now. Okay, you're cheating on the sim. Like, people are talking about people cheating at these tournaments and streamers did this, streamers did that. We got motherfuckers cheating on the sim, crew. On the sim, on the simulator. No tournament status. No tournament status. I thought about going for game here, but then I'm like, well, if he can get Gum Gum Giant effect off any card, does it really matter if I try to go for game? Like, let's literally think about that, crew. Does it really fucking matter? I'm like, nah, I'm gonna play Akuma out, try to survive one more turn, and then I'll go for game next turn. Even though he's cheating, I'm still gonna try to win this game at this point. I'm like, fuck it. Most people probably would have quit. I'm like, I wanna see more. I wanna see what else this guy's got. Watch this next play, crew. Watch this next play. You gonna love it. And just remember, as you're watching, make sure you read the text of what is actually going down. Like, I'm gonna point it out too, but read the text over here on the left side of the screen so you can see what is actually going down. Like, I'm not tripping. A Rosie for 1 Don, draw 2, Otama effect. Like, what the fuck? A Douglas Bullet for 5 calls, Rosie effect. Alright, shit diabolical, crew. Shit diabolical. I want to skip through a little bit because it took him a while to start his turn. Maybe he was setting his cheats up, I don't know, but this shit's insane. Insane. Alright, he draws a Sanji. I'm like, okay, go ahead. What? He red rocks with fucking Bond Clay. He red rocks my Nico Robin away with Bond Clay. Make this make sense to me. It still charge him 6 Don at least. But red rocking with Bond Clay? Like, okay. That's nice. Let's see what else he does, crew. Swing 6. Just counter out of this. Save all my bodies. Swings 9. I'm going down to 0 this turn. I don't care. It is what it is. I mean, I don't have to go down to 0, but yeah. He didn't swing his Rosie. I don't know why. We're going to just start off with an 8 with Dragon. Just see what he does. See what he does. Got 7 cards in hand, but it could be anything because everything he's playing is something else. So let's see. I know one of them's supposed to be a Sanji, but it's probably a Gum Gum Giant. Who the fuck knows? Okay, we got an actual Gum Gum Giant. We got an actual Gum Gum Giant, and it actually charged him the Don. Let's do a 6 here. A little 6 poke. See what he's got. Okay, he gives me a pudding. That's a legit card. Alright, let's do another little 6 poke here. Just see what he does. He gives me a red rock. That's a 1k counter apparently, yeah. And the actual red rock is a 1k counter. I'm looking, I'm like, oh, okay. Counter out with red rock, huh? That's nice. I'm like, you know what? I thought about it and I was like, I don't need to see no more, man. We're just gonna go for game here. I don't need to see no more. We're just gonna go for game here. 15 into 6. Every card in his hand is Gum Gum Giant. I already know it, but it is what it is. I want you to watch this last play here, crew. Watch this last play here, crew. This shit, I can't do nothing but laugh at this shit, man. This shit's corny as hell. Who the fuck cheats on the sim? Okay, we get a slave arrow. He doesn't have to return anything. Gives us a thunder bagua. Gives us a gum gum giant without returning any fucking Don or trashing a card. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. That's nice. And we go ahead and concede, I'm pretty sure, because he takes forever to do his turn. We go ahead and concede there. And it's like, yo. So, yeah. If you run into this motherfucker right here, Mota, Survey, Pronto, Lave, whatever the fuck his name is, this guy is a certified cheater. No need to waste your time trying to play this shit because Bon Clay's Red Rockin', Gum Gum Giant don't cost you no Don or no card from hand. Fucking Rosinante's got Otama effect. Douglas Bullets got Rosie's effect. You know, I mean, who the hell? I'm scared of what Rush Luffy would have did to me. It probably would have just killed me straight the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Rush Luffy probably would have made me take all my life and just killed me and then gained him 3 life or some shit. I don't know. Fucking Usohachi was probably Big Mom for him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, crew. I wasn't planning on doing this video today, but after this match right here, I had to post this video today, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the deck, man. I did have more games. I was gonna show y'all all the games, but then this shit happened. I was like, I don't want to make them wait to see this, so I'll just do a couple games in front of it, and then let y'all see the shenanigans for yourself, man. But yeah, that's it for your boy crew, man. If you hit that sub. You know what I'm saying? Drop a comment for your boy. It really helps on the algorithm, and I'll catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace.